Hey, we're back. Hope everybody's doing good. Been a little while again, but I'll always be back. Happy to be back on stream, and I'm actually going to kind of continue from where we left off, even though I've done a little bit of work since my last stream. I've got this place all flattened out, looking really cool, and lit up to help my mob farm I got going here. But yeah, I spent a whole bunch of time flattening a bunch of hills, getting things just looking smoother here, but kind of had the idea. I'm going to start a very long-term project. I want to build a little mountain range, essentially, all the way from here, all the way up here, to about where the biome ends. Or pretty much this whole hill, I guess. I want that eventually to be all mountains, and have the valleys coming off the sides. Definitely going to be a long-term project, but it's something I want in the background of my... I just think it would be worth it and really cool, because now I'm pretty much deciding to not play in vibrant visuals for the time being at least, so I'm back to having my longer render distance, and having some mountains in the backdrop would be really cool. That's a lot of talking right off the bat, huh? Before I even got all set up. Yeah. Get set up here for a second. Hopefully, let me make sure. Oh, I don't think I'm on mute. I hope I'm not on mute or anything. Alright, there I am. There's that. I appear to be live and going. One second here. Oh, sorry, I gotta answer a text real quick. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. And yeah, I haven't even peeked in here. I'm sure it's not... I haven't been over here, I guess, so... It's got a few mobs going in there. And I think I'm actually going to start by going around a few areas. I got a couple shulker boxes here, which will actually put more up here. Never mind. We got all our chests over here. Bunch of cobble, bunch of stone. And yeah, I kind of want to, I'll start by going around. I want to create a few, well, I guess I didn't think of this after I thought of the mountain idea. I was planning on doing like a cliffside here. I did have a death right before stream. Not that I needed to tell you. Well, I guess I would explain why I'm at a level 1. It was a glorious death. fell into a hole full of mobs. But yeah, we'll dig this back a little bit more. And just get like a cliffside. But like I said, I thought of doing that before I actually thought of doing the mountains. But there's no way it's going to look bad. We'll still do it. Hey, what's up, Dex? Breaking the ice in the chat. I'm glad to be back on stream. I think I'm excited for this project. I mean, I'm slightly worried it's going to end up, don't get me wrong, I have expectation, I realize that it's going to be like a huge, monotonous project, going to take a long time. But I might be pleasantly surprised too, but I think it's going to be kind of fun. And it's going to look cool. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. I'll come back another time. Well, once I get the mountains in, we'll be adjusting this, but I'm just gonna make it stone wall, cobblestone wall. And this will get all terraformed. But I think even this is probably gonna look cool. Get some dirt coming over the top. And just imagine in mountains in the background, and then have these both sides of the little mountain range have these cool little rolling fields. And I plan on doing a big water project, like some huge terraces type waterfalls working their way out to the ocean there. Bring the dirt, oops, we'll leave it. Bring the dirt over the top in most places. I'm pretty sure it was Scar specifically that I remember one video he pointed out this little trick. And he picked some spots that have it dropping down even a little extra. And just looks cool. Nice, that's awesome, Dex. How's that? Did you slow down a little bit? 'Cause I feel like that's what makes a lot of people rediscover it. Well, just a guess. Maybe you went from redstoning to building. Speaking of redstoning, one of these days I'm going to get better at that. Believe it or not. Yeah, I think that obviously will make it look a lot cooler than that eventually, but the general idea I'm really liking. And I think that's the main one I was figuring out how to do. There's a couple other places over here. But now that I'm doing the mountain range, I think I'm going to wait to do that because we'll decide when we get here because we're going to connect. But yeah, we'll be doing a similar rock wall thing. Well, we'll see. Then I don't. Oh yeah, there was one more spot over here. I was thinking of right here. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Making the most out of any little build idea you have and just making the most out of it rather than trying to just get a whole bunch of less effort projects, I guess I would say. I'm going to try, especially when I start this new season of this world, I'm going to really try my best to get projects to a more finished state. I've always gotten them to a fairly finished state, but it's been so common for me to say, "Oh, I'll come back and do the interiors," or "I'll come back and do." Oh, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Give me. Well, I'll just go on mute. I'll be back in just a second. All right, I'm back. I forget. Oh yeah, I was talking about just gonna try to have less of me saying I'll come back and do that, and try to up my detailing a little bit. Looks decent enough. Alright. This is the start of a very big project here. So I'm going to start, and this is different than really anything I've done. And I didn't really do much planning. So we're going to figure it out. Uh-oh. I got some fans that gonna make me nervous. No, not really. All right. So I need to figure out where I want my peaks for these mountains and how high. This is going to be a humongous project. Uh-oh. I can hear the voice. Ooh, that sucks because that's not even high enough. We are doing mountains and valleys, low enough valleys too. I don't know if that valley down there is low enough, actually. Man, I was really hoping I felt like this was going to look higher than it does. I'm already kind of regretting my project, but we're going to do it. Yep, texturing's another thing that a lot of people sleep on that does make a huge difference. Can I land it? Oh! We'll figure that out later. I want the tallest one. Man, this looks so much bigger now that I'm down here, actually, if I'm being honest with you. I guess the tallest one in the middle would probably be, but we definitely. I know I want one back here. Oh my gosh. See, I don't even think. Ooh, I might be having second thoughts here. But I mean, it is what I want back here, and I got nothing but time, but it literally might be like something that isn't finished for a year. I feel like that's so much materials. Oh my gosh. And now that one's definitely, I think, high enough. I could maybe even go a little shorter. Oh, see, it's not as high as I thought it would look like from out here. actually, don't tell me I'd be able to see him from down here. I don't think so. I would love it if I could. I don't know if the render distance even goes that far from down here, actually, though. Uh, I mean, that would look cool from flying in. I guess I wasn't really even imagining I'd be able to see it from down here. See, but I would prefer it to be even a little taller. Oh, never mind. That's the short one. So I can make that one taller. That's actually not as bad as I thought. That's the low one, and then... Hmm. This one needs to be taller either way. And then I think I'll put like another one over there. Oh, where was I going? Way over there? This is one thing that I'm deciding is a big disadvantage to a forever world. Is every update, stuff gets messed up. And you end up with all these weird little things like this. Especially when I travel around to the areas that like my winter area, for example, is just torn to pieces. Not where I've built, but like the stuff around it, and it's kind of sucks actually. I am already feeling like I'm biting off more than I can chew. actually want. Oh my gosh, I'm so close every time. I actually want this one to be the second tallest, I think, of them all. Give me 1 second here. Sorry, I responded to the text here. Alright, sorry. Man, I'm nervous. But it would be a really cool project. It's just so much more materials that when I'm really putting it together here. And I knew it was going to be a crazy amount, but that's going to be a lot. You know what? I might actually go get a happy gas for this right now. Can I land on them? Boink. Nice. They still have not increased the speed, that's for sure. Sorry, I'm having to answer a couple questions here. This is so slow. Crazy slow. This is my first time using this guy since I built those bridges. Holy moly. I need to go find more, I guess, so I can just have them in different spots. I don't even know if this is gonna, if I'm gonna want to use this guy up here. Holy moly. They are going to be kind of skinny mountains. I don't even know if I'm going to use that guy. Okay. Alright, we're just going to start this little skeleton here. I don't know if I even need to come out this wide necessarily. I guess I want to start it from here. Never mind. So I just gotta slowly make my way up to that guy. Uh, Close enough. The general shape is there. We just got to get something down, obviously. And then I'll pretty much build the mountains of stone just like this guy, but then we'll go back and actually detail the shape. But I think we'll obviously blend that together better, but and then have it come down a little bit, and then another one go meet over there. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do a bunch of reshaping here anyway. Okay, and then I guess I figure out a spot between these two peaks where the two mountains kind of meet. So, like, right here. I can see this being the spot. Lots of Endermen out this morning. Hello, Takingi. Welcome. We're starting the biggest project I've ever done. I would say I'm committing to it at this point. No going back now, right? I might have actually might need to go back here a little bit. Or is this one just going to be a really tall or steep peak? Yeah, we're gonna fix this a little bit. I guess we don't even need this pole. Ooh. I'm just gonna keep going, I guess, and we'll make adjustments. I know it's gonna look funky right there, but I'll probably just fill a bunch in once we. Kind of a moment of truth here. The basic idea is coming together. I think I'll actually just bring that all the way. And we'll do a little swoop there. One more peak there. And then bring it down. See what I can see from out here. I'm curious if I'll be able to see the big peak from this area down here. Nope. Doesn't wet render. Barely. But yeah, flying in, that'll look cool in the background. So I can go and I can and then do you do the underwater trick decks? Just go underwater with some bottles. You can refill them. It's definitely the easiest way to do it. But even that's kind of annoying. Ooh, I gotta be careful. Oh, never mind. I forgot I grabbed a different elytra. I haven't. I have heard of it, but I honestly couldn't even tell you what it is. I believe it's a CBS show, right? No, I didn't die in the hardcore world, Robert. I just I'd taken a little break from streaming, and I just kind of got out of that mode for the moment. And I'm on the push to day 4,000 in this world. So I'm just kind of wanting to focus on this world for the moment, but I plan on going back to that eventually. I know it's kind of just abruptly stopped, but it's still there. My stream world too, or my stream only forever world. I will be back there. Even though I say that, but once I get to day 4000, it's going to be almost time for season 2 or season 3 of this world. So, I don't know. I like the general shape, right? I actually really like the general shape, if I'm being honest. They'll probably actually even grow a little bit from here, I imagine. I'm just trying to think of my best strategy. Building it. Part of me is almost thinking, I mean, would it make sense to... Man, I'm honestly almost thinking of... Yes, I am planning on snow capping them. That's going to be my favorite part. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying I imagine once we get them built, they'll end up getting quite a bit, or maybe not quite a bit, but they'll end up getting bigger. I mean, because in some ways, like it almost feels like they look kind of small, but they don't. I don't know. It's going to be so much work to get these. We'll expand this guy a little bit too. And they're not too small, right? I mean, we could go. See, but I think if I went, because I was gonna say we could go the route of like just one bigger mountain, but that's just gonna be so. That would just be so many materials. That's actually like if I was to do one big mountain, that would be so much more materials than if I do it like this. I feel like it's gonna do the job. We'll do some things to mess with scale. We'll put some small trees on them so they look bigger from far away. I mean, from close up, they do look kind of small, maybe. I just can't decide how I want to go about. If I want to do the big skeleton like I did last time, or if I want to just start at one level and kind of do a little roundabout, go over there, and just kind of get this one level figured out. Uh, I don't know. I can't explain my thought process right now. I think we pretty much got to do the skeleton route though. You see, these are going to be kind of skinny. Dang, I kind of want all these creepers, actually. We'll take the gunpowder. No! Dang it! Boo. What's up, Elena? Going good over here. How about yourself? I'm slightly regretting my life decisions, but my Minecraft life decisions. Nice, I like to hear that. I keep it family friendly for you. They are going to end up being a lot. This is going to be harder than I might have really thought. I guess it won't be too bad over here, but that's just... I'm just going to sleep. Well, let's see if we've noticed any, oh, we got something in there. Oh yeah, they're not dying though. That's what's wrong. I forgot. I didn't fix that. Boo. Because the fireplace was lighting up the thing, so this has been standing here not working. I meant to go see if I think I have two. I might be wrong. I might have put it somewhere and I don't remember where, but I would love to, if I had some wither roses. Oh man, I don't necessarily want to go on the big search for this though. I don't know where it would be. Ooh, there it is. Just one. And if I put that in there, that should slowly work, right? Just one single wither rose. Yeah, see, even from here. Oh man, even from here, that looks pretty small, doesn't it? Just in scale with everything else. Like I said, I do plan on trying to do some things to like I said, get some miniature. I don't know. I hope I don't make something that I don't like. I'm slightly concerned. Oh yeah, but the hopper isn't gonna pick it up. So I would need hopper mine carts. Unless... Dang it. We're gonna try it. Because if the wither rose will plant on mud... I kind of doubt it though, don't I? Now that I'm saying it out loud. Pixie made it. What's up, Pixie? Welcome. Nice to see you. Can a wither rose plant on mud? Oh, it can. Nice. Oops. And we're 99% gonna build a mountain range. I'm slightly questioning my decisions. We've got an outline being started there. I don't know though. I guess maybe now that I'm thinking about it, I get rid of this one here, and if I get rid of this one, and maybe go a little bigger with this one, it might just, because I feel like this looks like I'm trying to make a mountain range, so it makes it look like a miniature mountain range, where if I get rid of that and just do one bigger one, it might just make it look like more of a mountain, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, do you see this? I don't know. Kind of see what I'm saying, right? I think I might. I don't know though. It also, there is something that might be kind of fun about trying to keep it like a little mountain range, and like I said, really trying to work with perspective. Yeah, I agree there, Pixie, but uh, I mean, I've part of me, I'm already like, I'm saying it jokingly, but I am also serious. Like, the amount of materials even just this would take is a crazy amount of materials, considering how much this took. I think this is, I don't know actually. I don't want to over exaggerate, but I think this is like, I know it's over a double chest. I want to say it's closer to two chests. I want to say this is closer to two double chests of materials than it is to one chest. So I just, materials is a slight issue. And I don't want it to be too like too peaky. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, we know the mobs are working though, huh? If I'd just had this kill chamber going this whole time for a very non-efficient farm, I feel like I was liking the looks of that. Unfortunately, I only have one wither rose, but I think it should definitely do the trick. Yeah, the resources is like something I'm not liking the idea of. That is why I'm trying to kind of have a happy medium. Like this is already so many materials. I mean, just getting that in. When we started this stream, I had 4 stacks, 4 or 5 stacks on me, plus this chest or this shulker box completely full of stone. And that's just getting the top line in. That's quite a bit. I actually wish I didn't put that together. And I just don't want to even start. I don't want to start until I know I like it. I think I am almost thinking the move, though, is to at least make this maybe not such a peak, make it just kind of flatten it out, and maybe have a little hill there, and then make this maybe not have these huge, like, we'll just kind of bring it together, like there, for example, so there's not these huge little ditches. I'm go. I hate to do it. No, I don't want to do it. I was gonna hop into, or I was gonna make a copy and hop into a creative copy, just 'cause sometimes it's easier to think. I'm just indecisive. I guess if I, I guess if I maybe I just don't have this big divot and kind of just do more like that. And it would make it more of one mountain, I feel like. We'll definitely add the materials, but I think that might be the answer. Let this be a little peak, but then kind of. Yeah, I think it's just getting rid of the divots that separate the mountain so much. I think that's what I'm. Even though I like the looks of it, but uh, like I said, it's kind of hard to explain my thinking. But just as far as scale goes, I think it will just look a little fit into the environment a little better if I do it the other way. Especially since I would like to. No, I could go because my plan is to snow cap them, and I was really looking forward to that. And I do think that would look cool, snow and ice. But I could go more this route if I was just gonna stay stone. No, I think I like I want to do the snow-capped. Do you guys like hearing me think out loud and be indecisive? I haven't done anything for like 30 minutes now, other than think about what I want to do here. But I think I've got a plan. I don't know though. Then again, when I really think about it, I gotta visualize that it's gonna be coming out this way too and stuff, you know. I think I have a bunch of scaffolding in here. Nice. But I need a bunch more stone. Yeah, I didn't necessarily do a step back with Happy Gilmore, but I think I've got. He's slow, man. He's slow. Since he was down there waiting for me to get on, we'll go ahead and do that. It's so slow. Pretty much just a decoration at this point. But yeah, I have decided I'm just gonna tame the tame the little divots a little bit. I imagine that will be my least favorite part of this project. Usually I kind of I mean, this is just so much bigger scale than I really build in. So I don't build projects that are like a crazy amount of materials. This will be my first project being like that, actually. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna tame the divot a little bit there, a little bit there. Might bring this one up a little bit. Tame that. Like I was saying, I don't think I finished my thought process because I did decide I do want to, I do like the idea of having a cool, I want my first custom, I mean, this is my first real custom actual mountain, I would say. And I definitely want it to be like the snow cap with the ice and all that. And I think it would just add to the area. But that being said, the other option would have been to just go stony peaks and just kind of make them peakier. Yeah, I agree, Pixie. Definitely. Oops. getting the outline right is the important part. But yeah, I do realize we'll be able to make adjustments. Because the way to do this is kind of get to your middle point, or where you want them to connect. Do we like that? From that angle, it doesn't look like it did much, but that's quite a bit higher. We'll bring it up a little right there. We're gonna bring the middle up a couple blocks. Now that's a good tip. It definitely is. The only thing on a big project like this, though, is you don't want to I don't want to build the whole mountain and then wish it was 5 blocks taller and just end up wasting all this material. you know? Uh, 5 blocks might be kind of finicky, but and then speaking of being able to add to it, yeah, I can always come and do something different in this little not technically a valley, but oh, oh, there. Oh, Ah. What? Oh yeah. Wanted to see if that wither rose is doing anything. Yes. Nice. How long does it take, though? Perfect. Perfect. Nice. And we'll sleep. Actually, give me 90 seconds here real quick. I will be right back. Oh my gosh, luckily I was still here. Whew. I was just about to get up too. Holy moly. I'm gonna do that just to be safe. Now I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, we're back. Not on mute, right? No. Nice, that's working good. I like that. Now, how I end up forming all this to this land is going to be another story. Like, if the gas weren't so slow... Oops. Which, I mean, maybe even with them being slow, I might look into it as a possibility of building from the top down. So I just kind of figure out... I think I am going to hop into a creative copy for a second, actually. First, we'll fix this, though. Oops. Hey, thank you, Xander. That's very nice. I appreciate it. I plan to keep building. Trying to think of some areas that I'm going to need to dig out a bunch of stone. Ooh, speaking of which, I want to show you guys something. I'll take a little detour here in a second. Even if I'm talking to people in the future more than anything. Let's fix this one actually before I even take a peek. Place over here a little bit. Something like that. Let's see if I like. Oh, see if I like things better. Definitely just makes for a big old mountain. I'm curious though. I want to test something in creative in just a second. Yeah, I will say, as much as I like about vibrant visuals, and I am liking them, I'm going back to non-vibrant visuals at least for a little bit. I really like the render distance and non-vibrant visuals. I like just having that extra little bit, especially at my treehouse area and my underwater area and my cave. All my cave area just looks better in not vibrant visuals because they just so many little glitchiness. I am liking this better though already. You can kind of see what I'm saying. Now it doesn't feel quite as puny, even though nighttime right at the wrong time. I think I'll probably actually maybe even bring this one up a little bit. Oh yeah, before I hop into a creative copy, even though the majority of you regulars aren't here at the moment, maybe you're here in the future, I want to show you something I found that I'm probably going to have to do a project in sometime. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it though, it might not be worth flying all the way over here, but oh yeah, I was saying I need to think of a spot, which actually where this is what made me want to fly over, or this is what made me think of this area, is because this would be a spot for that. I need to think of a spot where I need to dig a bunch of stone. Somewhere I want to dig out. Look how cool this area is now flying in. I'll let it all render a little bit. This is another thing though, is when I'm in vibrant visuals, you can't see the mountains in the background here. And they add so much to the vibe of this base. But also just like flying around, I find is just so much smoother in this and vibrant visuals. It's just everything's updating. Many of the shadows updating just kind of bug me. Anyways, this was originally a little animal area, but we've got all my animals moved into the barn up there. So I decided I was going to turn this into a mine eventually. So I started digging down just to work my way down to negative 54. But I popped into this crazy cool cave, which you know how I like caves. And this is just right underneath my treehouse area. And this is I just really like this. Tall, got these pillars. Found this too, which we mined out. But I just really like this little cave here. And the fact that it's right under my treehouse area. We're going to have to do something over here sometime. Where's my... Right there. Oh yeah, and this. This water cave in the lush. I forgot to mention that, which is like one of the coolest parts. Definitely kind of a unique spot right here, I feel like. Be cool to do something with sometime. Oh, I didn't look over here. Do we have more over here? I mean, nothing crazy there, but... And just the fact, again, that this is all right underneath my treehouse area. Oh, and not to mention that, I guess, what way would I... My elven cave and stuff isn't too far in that direction. My dwarven cave especially. This would be very easy to connect to those caves. I think, do I have my sense of direction right? Either way, it's not going to be far. Yeah. Coming down there, so... I'm pretty sure my dwarven cave is like less than 100 blocks that way. So, just another area. And yeah, this would be a spot I could come through and make a project out of getting some stone. I guess this would be mainly deep slate, but I'll be wanting to dig into these walls. Should actually probably just do that while I'm here, but I'm not going to. Is there anything else I want to do while I'm over here? Or grab... Ooh, I have been meaning to check. I don't think they're there anymore, but I think I might have left a couple shulker boxes right here. Nope, got them already. Um, oops. I did want to check. I think I have a certain amount of materials in this house. Oh, not as much as I thought. I was hoping for some stone. I need to get some lights along this path here. That would make it look a lot cooler at night. We'll see how we feel about our mountain backdrop here. Ooh, okay, yeah. That's not, I like I think the scale's looking alright. I definitely like that I took the steep divots out. But I think once we get it all expanded on, should look decent. Okay, I might have just answered my own question though, as far as what I was going to hop into creative mode to try. I think don't know. I am gonna try it. We're gonna make a little copy here real quick. Sometimes it takes a second. I apologize. I want to test if there might be a... Now with the ghast, it wouldn't have been something that would have been efficient without the ghast. But I feel like the idea of building a mountain from the top down. Okay, so there's my survival world. So we are in a copy, so I'm going to go into creative. I don't know though. I feel like the slowness of the ghast. If the ghast was faster, I feel like this might be a better idea. But I was just imagining, like, what if I just built from the top down? See, but I feel like with a ghast, this would take so long. But, like, the idea is there, I think, right? I think you'd end up with a pretty natural shape doing it this way, that's for sure. think I think we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. I think actually it would end up. I think it's better to sketch your shape probably. Maybe after I sketch the shape, then going from the top down maybe is a possibility, I guess. But I'm still gonna sketch my shape. So I hope that was worth it. We are back into that's a cool picture there. That looks like it could look cool, right? We are back in survival mode. Okay. So I would like to try to. I don't necessarily want to let myself be hindered by the land too much. I do wish this was out just maybe a little further. I think we're gonna do it though. I think we're gonna kind of follow this wall. Have this front side be kind of steep, but that's okay. Let's just get place some blocks. I haven't placed a block, I feel like, in an hour. Oh, I guess I did. Never mind. I fixed my divots. gonna be pretty steep. I don't hate it. Okay, so this one I kind of want steep at the bottom, flatter at the top, if that makes sense. So I want to get most of my rise in elevation kind of early. Hopefully that's a good idea. I might be wrong. Now I do have a whole bunch of dirt, so as much as I can Find a spot to use dirt to fill it in as well will be nice. Now here again, that would come up right about here. One second. See, but now I gotta worry about. I don't know. I think it's actually coming together better than I might have thought. I guess I could have just hopped on happy here. Hmm. I can visualize things a certain amount for sure as far as how that's all going to come together. Do I need to put one more arm? Right here. Ah, dang. Oh, I guess. Yeah, I should have gone a little more over that direction, but that's okay. And then maybe the move is just. Ooh, dang it. We're just going to leave it at that. Yeah, this got to be pretty steep. Go around. Hmm. Maybe from just trying to think of how to naturally have it rise from the land, and I guess probably right here. Fairly steep. Oh my gosh. I was trying to get cute. I think we're gonna go with it though. This is gonna be a cliffy mountain. kind of flatter at the top. I don't hate it. The question is this an impossible amount of resources? Like, really, how long is this gonna take? Months? I mean, obviously months, but like, will I be done with this time next year? I don't know. I'd like to think, yeah, I think I will be. And like, no, this one, this is gonna be just kind of working with the land as it is here. You know, steeper the better though, less materials. Hey, I like the encouragement there, Pixie. No, I mean, I think it definitely will be done by this time next year, but knock on wood. But I think it is going to look cool. And I've always wanted to do a custom mountain. And I'd say we're doing it, right? These are definitely mountains, not little hills. We haven't looked from this side yet. Oh yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool from, like, let's see from down here, because I do, believe it or not, I've said it before, there will come a time when I build down here, because this is a really cool area. I think I'm just going to do like a farming area. Oh yeah, that's going to be cool. I mean, that almost looks like Minecraft mountain size, doesn't it? That almost looks like a Minecraft mountain size there. That looks really cool from down here, actually, if I'm being honest. Oh man, I really like that. So, let's see where I'm going to start coming up from this side. They're going to be pretty peaky right here. It is going to be pretty fun just watching the stages of this all come together, because it's going to be, and obviously I won't do it. I won't necessarily. I don't know. I don't know how I'll go about it. We'll see how I feel about how the materials are going. But I was going to say I don't necessarily need to get all the stone placed and the mountain put in before I could pull a hermit craft and kind of work on the front before the back. But then again, maybe try not to do that and actually do it just in whole stages, get it all filled with stone and cobble and dirt, and then go and pick out some areas to do little crevices and more dirt patches, and then the snow and ice on the top, and then getting my little mini trees in here to make it look even bigger. How are we looking here? Yeah, that'll look pretty natural coming out of this mountain here. Ooh, I was going way steeper than I needed to there, but sometimes that can be a happy accident. End up with an interesting shape. definitely kind of skinny mountains. The only view it won't look good on, but it might not look horrible. But I guess though the way that I have it kind of curving, it's going to help a lot. I'm just seeing how it's going to look from this angle. Believe it or not, we will be building over here at some point too. It's definitely skinny, but I don't think I hate it. This could maybe come. Actually, yeah, maybe this one instead of going that. Yeah, maybe this one, even though it would end up being a lot more materials, maybe instead of doing that, I start that hill from here, and that would make it look a lot fatter from. Dang. That would make it definitely look a lot fatter, not so skinny. We're not going to fix that right now, but now we're definitely working with this crazy cliff here, though. Seeing like when you get a steep wall like this, that's when you end up with the skinny hill. But the way that I got it curving, like yeah, even though that's skinny, it's not gonna look skinny because it's all this way. I think I like it. I'm a lot happier than I was at first. I like going with this shape that I went with a lot better than having it or having the more uh, sharper peaks. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. This is part of it too, and we'll probably fix this a little bit. Just an idea though for how much materials this is gonna take. Just getting the skeleton in was it's not as bad as I thought. A little under a shulker box because I had these on me. Essentially a shulker box. Yeah, thank you, Pixie. I think I'm liking it too. I'm definitely glad I and not to mention like the whole reason for this is to have the snowy peaks that turn into waterfalls that turn into the little streams that go down here, and let alone I don't know if you were here when I was talking my first plans, Pixie. A big project that I'm really looking forward to that I'll probably break up this mountain with a certain amount is doing like a big terraced waterfall type thing in this area. Have this kind of be farmland, I think, and then with some streams going through them, and then I don't know. Part of me is almost thinking I might like fill this in at like this level, just fill all this flat with dirt. That way, or just kind of have it be rolling hills all the way to that level, and that way, if right about here, I can have waterfalls starting at this level, and then have a really cool waterfall system on this edge of the hill, going down into the ocean there. Know what I mean? I really liked my terrace projects that I did in those couple hardcore worlds, and I don't have anything like that in this world. And yeah, I'm definitely liking my general shape and scale of the mountain here from all angles. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw you ask that earlier, Immortal. I meant to reply. I apologize. I do not. I am a single player guy and plan on remaining that way for the foreseeable future. There will come a time, I think, that I might make a jump into an SMP somewhere, but I just like doing my own thing. Yeah, sorry I didn't answer you earlier. I saw the comment too. I think I was in the middle of talking and didn't go back to it. I appreciate the invite though. Yeah, I think that is going to be the move. Not to mention we got all this here. Oh yeah, I forgot this goes down here like this. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you another thing, another project I want to do is get a little fly course going of some kind through my area, because I like maybe the starting point would be the top of this mountain even actually, but I like flying through my little sheep cave. If I can get it where I fly under here. Oh, bad flying. Bad flying. Can I make it? Oh no. I'm gonna try again. Imagine you're flying. Oh yeah, oh yeah. My first thought was when I only had this hill, so I was planning on starting from here. And you boom. Go under this bridge. Oh my gosh, twice. No, I have to do it again. I can't just cheat it. I have to show you I could do it. I'm a better flyer than that. Slow down here. Now I wish these were laid like the different ways so I could just fly straight, but you kind of got these. Go through those, and then do some kind of obstacle where you have to come up here, go through something, and then I'm going to put posts on this so you go under, then through here, and then some kind of obstacle to go up, and then down through something, and then bring around here, do something over here, and go under the bridge. Maybe something to go up and then under this bridge. And then fly through the town under something. I don't know. That's my little imaginary electric course. Let's see where our mountains start spawning in. Hey, already. That's definitely going to look cool. That's going to look real cool for the pictures of or the screenshots of my spawn area. So I gotta think of some projects. I guess one project would be maybe a certain amount of digging over here to get this through. I gotta decide where my water level's gonna be. But gotta find some stone digging projects. But hey, I think I'm gonna actually just call it there. I don't really want to get started on anything else. And I gotta make a phone call. So we'll cut it a little shorter tonight. But hopefully it won't be so long between. I won't be streaming tomorrow night for sure. But I am kind of liking this project mode. I know I've said that before. It won't be as long. I'll probably get a stream in this weekend, I imagine. Oh my gosh, I got a bunch of people here right as I was leaving all of a sudden. I swear, last I looked, there was only 3 people. Maybe I should let it ride out for a second. Oh, no. I'm sorry for those who just showed up, though. I don't know if that was I don't know. Yeah, I imagine I'll probably get a stream in this weekend. Probably Friday. If not Friday, probably Sunday. So hey, I appreciate you all hanging. Appreciate you in chat, Pixie, Dex, Xander, Immortal. Hey, yeah, good time to end for you, Pixie. Now you won't feel like you're missing out. I appreciate you all hanging. Everybody have a good night.